Welcome, esteemed viewers, to the captivating realm of Nonaty World. Prepare to embark on an enchanting journey where imagination knows no bounds and knowledge thrives. Get ready to explore, learn, and be inspired as we share remarkable stories and insights that will leave you spellbound. Today, we will delve into the topic of sunset syndrome, providing essential knowledge that you ought to be aware of. A disturbing phenomena known as sundowning, or sundown syndrome, affects persons who have neurological conditions including dementia and Alzheimer's. Sundowning, as the name might imply, happens in the late afternoon and early evening and is associated with altered behavior, disorientation, anxiety, and hallucinations. Caregivers, medical professionals, and even family members of the affected can enhance the quality of life for their loved ones by being aware of the reasons and triggers of sundowning. In this video, we'll discuss sundowning, its causes, treatments for sundown syndrome, and helpful advice for family members of sundowning victims. So continue watching to find out more about sundown syndrome. What is sundown syndrome? A person with cognitive impairment, particularly dementia and its variants, may have increased confusion, agitation, and behavioral abnormalities as a result of a disorder known as sundown syndrome or sundowning. It is in the late afternoon or evening when these shifts take place. Although the precise etiology of this illness is yet unknown, circadian rhythms and the body's internal clock are thought to have a role. As daylight declines, these changes may exacerbate cognitive impairment and promote anxiety, confusion, hallucinations, paranoia, and dissociation. Common sundowning behaviors. Sundowning can take many forms and have an impact on one's behavior, emotions, and mental processes. The following common actions and ideas are linked to the sundown syndrome. 1. Feeling more and more irritated and restless. 2. Exhibiting hostile behavior, including verbal and physical outbursts. 3. Growing more bewildered and perplexed. 4. Feeling scared, apprehensive, and paranoid. 5. Having hallucinations and delusions. 6. Wanting to go around aimlessly and endanger one's safety. 7. Having emotional outbursts, including screaming and crying. Sundown syndrome can have equally upsetting emotional and behavioral elements. When sundowning, one may frequently experience the following emotional shifts. 1. Feeling overly stressed out. 2. Having a tense and annoyed feeling. 3. Fearful and suspicious of their safety. 4. Feeling extremely alone, even in the presence of other people. Why does sundowning occur? Sundown syndrome can be brought on by a number of circumstances, which makes treating the illness more challenging. Typical causes of sundowning include the following. 1. Wariness on both a physical and cerebral level, as wariness can cause agitation and disorientation. 2. Evenings should be spent with low light, since interior lighting can exacerbate anxiety and confusion. 3. Sundowning can also be brought on by normal disruptions such as meal or sleep schedules. 4. The absence of mental stimulation and boredom might lead to restlessness in the evening. 5. Confusion and paranoia may also be heightened by certain pharmaceutical side effects. 6. Sundowning symptoms might also worsen in an environment that is chaotic, noisy, or cluttered. It's crucial to remember that everyone experiences sundowning and its episodes differently. Sundowning might linger for 2 hours for some people and even longer for others. Sundown syndrome can vary in frequency and intensity over time. It can be helpful for you and a professional to identify appropriate techniques to manage sundowning symptoms if you are aware of your loved one's sundowning patterns. How is sundown syndrome treated? Although there isn't a known cure for sundowning, There are a number of therapeutic options that can help control the symptoms and enhance the lives of those who are impacted. Here are a few options to think about. 1. Light therapy. By exposing the body to bright light throughout the day and maintaining a well-lit environment at night, one can help control their internal clock and prevent agitation and anxiety. 2. Medication. To treat certain sundowning symptoms like depression, anxiety, insomnia, hallucinations, and more, a doctor may occasionally recommend medication. It's crucial to remember, though, that some drugs may have adverse effects that exacerbate the symptoms. 3. Exercise. You can also encourage the person who has sundown syndrome to get some exercise during the day. This may lessen agitation and potentially enhance the quality of your sleep. 4. Mental stimulation. By providing mental stimulation, a specialist can assist the person impacted by sundowning. Engaging in these activities can lessen boredom and preserve cognitive function. 5. Healthy eating. Promoting a healthy diet is another method to cure and control the symptoms of sundown syndrome. Nutritional deficiencies can be corrected, and the affected person's general well-being can be preserved with a well-balanced diet. How can sundowning be avoided? Although there is no way to totally stop sundowning, there are a number of things you can do to support your loved one and lessen the danger that the symptoms provide. The following techniques can aid in avoiding sundowning. 1. Maintain a regular and disciplined schedule for meals, daily tasks, and bedtime. 2. Make sure that the person in question has enough indoor lighting, particularly in the late afternoon and early evening. 3. Emphasize the advantages of physical activity and motivate the impacted person to work out in order to enhance general health and lessen restlessness. 4. Make sure the afflicted person has a well-balanced diet and drinks plenty of water throughout the day. Confusion and anxiousness in the evening will be prevented by doing this. 5. Assist your loved one in locating and controlling sources of tension and worry. 6. Steer clear of naps during the day because they can interfere with your sleep at night. 7. Consult your doctor frequently to assess your medication regimen to ensure that none of your prescriptions significantly aggravate your sundowning symptoms. Caregiver Advice. Those who provide care for individuals afflicted with sundown syndrome can also be very helpful in controlling sundowning. The following advice will help caregivers deal with sundown syndrome. React calmly and reassuringly to agitation and outbursts. The person who has the syndrome will experience less anxiety as a result of this. If you see that the patient is become angry, nervous, or disoriented as the sun sets, gently refocus their attention and have them concentrate on something else. Give them comforting words or physical support by holding their hands or using calming voices. When their symptoms arise, this will make them feel at ease. Make note of any changes you observe in their behavior or health and let their physicians and therapists know about them. Finally, be aware that caring for someone else may have negative effects on your own health. So, get involved in support groups or get medical attention for yourself. This will enable you to talk to others who are going through comparable difficulties about your experiences and struggles. Conclusion. Managing sundown syndrome can be a difficult and upsetting experience. The symptoms and behaviors associated with this illness must be managed with empathy and compassion. You can assist your loved one and provide them with the necessary assistance and quality of life by being aware of the signs, causes, and remedies for sundowning. A mix of self-help, environmental modifications, and medicinal intervention can help lessen the distressing symptoms of sundown syndrome, even if there may not be a single effective treatment for the condition. People with sundown syndrome can live in a safe and comfortable setting where they can feel at ease during the nighttime hours when their symptoms are at their worst, if you provide them with calm, empathy, and proactive care. I hope this video was useful. Please share your thoughts on this topic in the space provided for comments below. Unlock the full potential of our content by joining our vibrant community. Embrace the power of connection and be part of our journey by subscribing to our channel. Together, we can create a ripple effect of knowledge and inspiration. Give us a thumbs up and share the video with your circle of influence, igniting a spark of curiosity in their minds. Your support fuels our passion to craft even more invaluable videos, uplifting countless lives. Join us in shaping a brighter future, one click at a time. See you soon. Goodbye.